Before you read any further, pause for a second and ask yourself this. What if the image everyone is whispering about is not a misunderstanding, not a coincidence, but the beginning of a story that no one was prepared to face? If you feel your heart racing already, you are not alone. Like this story, share your thoughts, leave a comment, and subscribe for more breaking narratives that challenge what we think we know, because what you are about to read is not just news. It is an emotional crossroads for millions around the world. The moment the words began circulating online, everything felt different. ARMY in an uproar. Jin BTS spotted with his girlfriend in Los Angeles. The sentence alone was enough to shake timelines, group chats, and late-night conversations across continents. Was this real, or was it another illusion born from a blurry photo and collective imagination? Yet something about this moment refused to disappear. It lingered, spreading quietly at first, then all at once, like a spark that finds dry ground. Los Angeles has always been a city where reality and illusion coexist effortlessly. Celebrities walk among ordinary people, fame blends into sunlight and shadows, and stories are born not in press rooms but on sidewalks, cafes, and intersections. It was here, according to whispers that quickly grew louder, that Jin of BTS was allegedly seen not alone, not surrounded by staff, not protected by the usual invisible wall of celebrity, but walking beside someone whose presence raised more questions than answers. The shock was not just about who he was with, but about what it symbolized. For years, Jin has represented a carefully balanced image in the public eye. He is the global superstar, the performer who commands stadiums, and at the same time the gentle, humorous presence who speaks openly about responsibility, growth, and connection with fans. To many ARMYs, Jin is not just an artist, but an emotional anchor, someone whose journey feels shared. So when the idea of him being seen with a romantic partner surfaced, it struck deeper than ordinary celebrity gossip. It touched something personal, something unspoken. What exactly happened in Los Angeles? That question sits at the center of this storm, and the answer remains elusive. The story does not begin with an official statement or a staged photograph. It begins with fragments. A brief sighting, a description passed from one person to another, a sense that something unexpected had occurred in plain sight. No clear confirmation, no undeniable proof, just enough detail to make denial feel uncertain and belief feel tempting. Some say the two figures walked casually, blending into the rhythm of the city, as if intentionally refusing to perform for anyone watching. Others claim there was a quiet intimacy in the way they stood close, an ease that suggested familiarity rather than coincidence. And yet, there are those who argue that such interpretations reveal more about the observers than about Jin himself. In a world hungry for narratives, especially romantic ones, how often do we see what we want to see? The emotional reaction from ARMY was immediate and intense. Shock, confusion, excitement, disbelief, and even denial collided in a matter of hours. For some fans, the idea of Jin dating was not upsetting but strangely reassuring. It reminded them that behind the stage lights and global success is a human being with a private life, capable of love and companionship like anyone else. For others, the news felt destabilizing, not because of jealousy, but because it challenged a long-standing sense of emotional closeness carefully built over years of shared moments, words, and music. Yet the most powerful aspect of this story is not whether Jin has a girlfriend. It is the silence surrounding it. No confirmation, no denial, no carefully worded clarification. Just space, and in that space, emotion multiplies. Silence can be louder than any statement, and in this case, it has allowed the story to grow, to breathe, and to transform in the hands of those discussing it. Los Angeles itself becomes a silent character in this narrative. A city known for reinvention, for new chapters, for people discovering different versions of themselves. If Jin was indeed there, walking freely, perhaps it was not an accident. Perhaps it was a moment of choosing normalcy over spectacle, humanity over image. Or perhaps it was simply a misunderstanding, elevated by the weight of fame and expectation. The question that refuses to go away is simple yet profound. Why does this matter so much? The answer lies in the unique relationship between BTS and ARMY. This is not a one-sided admiration. It is an emotional exchange built on trust, vulnerability, and shared growth. When fans feel shocked, it is not because of ownership, but because change, especially unexpected change, forces reflection. It asks fans to reconsider boundaries, expectations, and the nature of connection itself. Some voices within the fandom urge calm and respect. They remind others that Jin owes no explanation for his personal life, that maturity means allowing artists to live fully beyond the stage. Others express their feelings openly, not out of entitlement, but out of honesty. Both reactions reveal something important. This moment is not just about Jin, it is about how fandoms evolve as artists grow. What if this sighting, real or imagined, is a turning point? What if it signals a future where idols are allowed greater freedom without fear of backlash? Or what if it exposes how unprepared the world still is to see global stars as ordinary people with ordinary desires? These questions linger, unanswered, shaping the emotional undercurrent of the conversation. There is also the matter of timing. Los Angeles is often associated with international projects, creative exploration, and moments away from the usual structure. If Jin was there, was it for work, rest, or something in between? And if he was indeed with someone special, what does that say about trust, about choosing to exist openly rather than hiding behind anonymity? Speculation can be dangerous, but it can also be revealing. It exposes the hopes, fears, and expectations placed upon public figures. In this case, it reveals how deeply Jin's image is intertwined with emotional narratives far beyond music. That is both a testament to his impact and a reminder of the pressure that comes with S hours turned into days. The story did not settle. Instead, it transformed. For some, it became a symbol of progress. For others, a test of loyalty. For many, simply a mystery they could not stop thinking about. And perhaps that is the real story here. Not whether Jin has a girlfriend, but how a single unconfirmed moment can ripple across the world, stirring millions of hearts at once. If Jin were to speak about this, what would he say? Would he laugh gently, as he often does, easing tension with warmth? Would he ask for understanding, reminding everyone that growth includes private chapters? Or would he choose to remain silent, letting time do what it always does, turning shock into acceptance? Until that moment comes, if it ever does, all that exists is this shared emotional space. A place where curiosity meets respect, where surprise meets reflection. And in that space, ARMY continues to talk, to feel, to question, and to grow. Now the question returns to you. Does this story change how you see Jin, or does it deepen your understanding of him as a person beyond the stage? Is this an ending to an illusion, or the beginning of a healthier, more honest relationship between artist and audience? Share your thoughts. Leave a comment. Like this story if it made you pause, and subscribe for more narratives that do not shy away from emotion, uncertainty, and the questions that truly matter. Because sometimes the most powerful stories are not confirmed by facts, but by the way they make us feel.